this is Liz. Welcome to my little urban homestead and welcome to Fabric Friday. And I'm talking so Mason thinks I'm talking to him. Yeah, bum too big to get on. This fabric that I've got, that was one of the oddments, and I was going to make some trousers out of it, but it's not going to be quite long enough for me because I'm nearly 6 foot tall and there isn't quite enough, so I'd have to piece it around the bottom or around the top and it just wouldn't look right. So I thought I'll make a little black dress out of it. It's 75 pence from the assorted pack of remnants that I got, so it'll be perfectly fine for just knocking around the house, because that's the majority of the clothes I make is for knocking around the house, for general day-to-day wear. As you can see, I've got this material. I folded it in half and then in half again. Now, let's pull it down so you can see better. This top edge, the folds go together. Now, the simple little blouses that I have made, this is one of them. It isn't made out of a stretch material. You can make it out of any material that you want, whether it's in this case it's like poplin cotton, but if you're using another blouse, shirt, top as a pattern and you're not using stretch material to make the garment out of, then do not use a stretch material for the pattern. This isn't stretch, there's no stretch to it at all, so now I can quite easily put it on. I showed last week the making of my maxi dress, and I use this as a template. You might actually see this better because it's yellow on black. So there's the fronts lined up and the sleeves, although we will be cutting them, so I could do it the other way around if I wanted to. But I've got chalk in here and I'm marking where I want the back to be, following this as a pattern, and actually allow yourself some seam allowance. Now for the armhole, what I'm going to do is actually take it quite a way down. I'll take it out to here, so it'll have the same amount as that, and that's now got a nice edge, and because it's level I can mark where my armhole is going. So there you can see that's where my armhole will be. Now I'm taking this down by about an inch, so there'll be a nice slant, slow slant. Take it all the way from your neck edge down to your 1 inch mark. And because I didn't do it on this one, if I've taken an inch off here, I want to add it to the bottom. So I'm going to bring it back out. It's not quite an inch, but not far off. And that's when I want to cut it. A rule to make sure, and to make it so it's straight, because I am working it in a bit. Draw all the way down, and what I'll do is do a nice straight edge across the bottom, and that's the general pattern layout. Now you want to measure down your you can go from your shoulder down to your waist and find out what length that is. Now we've got the basic going on there. I want 20 inches from the shoulder, and that will tell me where my waist line is to go. Now I want this skirt to go in at the waist. Yes, I want the skirt of it to be a little bit fuller because of some things I've got in mind to do with it. So there's where my waistline is. So I'm going to be gathering the back of this. So I want to take it out by about 2 inches. And this is on the back that's going to be out, taken out by about 2 inches, because of the gathers that I'm going to be putting in it. That's my waist. But obviously we don't just want a square bit to attach. We need to slowly come down. So let's just slowly. Sorry about that, Mason barking. So it comes out, and I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing on that. And that's the back, and I'm going to cut out now along my markings. So there is my dress cut out how I wanted it. Now I need to alter the front, so this middle one I'm taking as being my back, so that doesn't need any more altering done to it, but the front obviously does. It's lined up again. Now where's my pen there? This is a repelling chalk pen that you can put different colours in, which is very, very handy. It's all sunblocked for me last year. Now for the front, we don't need it this extra, so I'm going to cut down my original side. Where I put it first. Also the neckline, I want the neckline lower down, so let's take it 1.5 inches lower than the back. So basically it's draw your new neckline in. just take it up to the same corner. It's easier for me to cut them than it is for me to draw it, I think. So just go and cut a new neckline that will be lower. And I'll cut the side now that doesn't need to be the extra material that went on the back. So that's now the front done. I want pockets on this, but there's no black, so I'm not going to put black pockets on. I think this red with black skulls will go nice for pockets. I might even do some bias binding out of it because I quite like it. But it's been folded up on my shelves. So I've got to decide now pocket size. Basically I've put on my hand because I want a couple of nice big pockets, and I've drawn around in a square basically. That's what I want. So I'm going to cut that out now, and all I'm going to do is line them with some of this plain white fabric I've got. Put your right sides together, so that's the nicer of the two sides together. Yeah. Shoulders together, pin, and then sew them together. I've made some bias binding in these red skulls, and I'm going to fit that round the neck. So I'll go on with that in a minute. So when it's right sides out, try it on, although it's not sewn at the sides or anything, so you can see where it hangs and where you want your pockets. I've sewn my pockets up, I've done it in black cotton so you can see it, trimmed all my edges, and then turned it right sides out. Now I actually should have lined this with black material rather than white because it's showing quite a bit, but I think I could get away with that. I know what to do different, but you figure out where you want your pockets to be and you put them there. Because there's a lot of white showing, I will be sewing them across the bottom edge there, and then I will lift them up and top sew, possibly with a zigzag, the corners. There may be a bit on the big side, I don't know yet. I'll have a see, might alter them, don't know. The pockets are there now. I made some bias binding which I put round the top, nice sewn piece round the top. I've sewn the underarms and the side seams up. I've overlocked, serged the edge so I can just do a quick hem round the sleeves and round the bottom. On the back I did say I was going to do some sort of gathers. I may or may not put some elastic in the fabric. I'll wait until I wear this to see how it feels like it is. Let me show you what I've actually done here. I got some more of this skull material, and I just, as we did the pockets, but both sides of the skulls, sewed it round, left an opening turned it right side out after clipping all my corners, and then top stitched all the way around. I put 2 buttonholes in it. Once I turned the sides up, I put the dress on and basically pulled it together as much as you can do when you're doing it all on your own. Pull it together, find where your middle of your back is, your basically just above your kidneys, and put pins to mark where I'm going to put buttons. And that's all I've done, is put those buttons there, and then this I can attach, because I put 2 buttonholes in it, and it will gather it in. I'm not sure if it's just going to gather at the side or all bunch in the middle, where I don't know. So I'm going to wear it and see how it goes for the day. And if it does need gathering, I'll probably put a piece of elastic or do a line of stitching with some shirring elastic down the back underneath where this is. But there's my little back dress. It's a little short, but it isn't a little in the width department. But never mind. Thank you. Bye.